trouble. Started out small, now they paying me double. Yeah, you can drip chip, baby, like mustard. Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Jordan or JorWish and welcome to or back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me with topics that you all told me to talk about on Instagram, so stay tuned for that. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to talk about these cool perfumes I just got, and they are from Dossier, so let's just get right into it. They give iconic scents that have designer quality and they're very long lasting. So you're getting the designer quality perfume without the markup of the brand. Now me personally, I don't necessarily care to pay designer prices for scents. It's just a scent, so if it smells the same, it still lasts the same, and it's a great company, I'd rather just go with Dossier without paying over twice or maybe 3 times the amount of the Dossier price. This is how it comes. My camera's kind of overexposed, but it's very cute packaging, and it comes with a little tester just so you can try it out in case you don't think you'll like it. You can always try it first. The scent that we have first is Fruity Jasmine. So this is the packaging. It's super sleek and cute, adding to my Dossier collection. I'm excited to try this one, so let's just see. Let's give it a little. Smells good. I mean, it's like fruity but not too fruity. It also kind of has like that grown scent to it. Like, it smells really good. A great floral scent. I don't like to smell like, you know, too old lady or too, you know, too much. This is perfect. Okay, the next one that I wanted to try is the ambery mint, and I was really curious about this one. Again, same packaging, get your little tester. I was really curious about this one because, you know, mint, I'm like, I wonder how the mint will come off. Okay, ambery mint, let's try. I'm kind of a little very curious about this one. I like this. Definitely I would wear this like in the evening, you know. I don't think it's like a daytime scent, but I like it. Yeah, I think it's like a scent that, you know, the initial smell and then after a while it kind of transitions into the mint. I like this. So yeah, don't forget to use my discount code and get you some perfume, okay? And don't have to get caught up in paying for the designer brands, and you can still have the iconic designer quality scents, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the get ready with me. Good morning. Let's get ready to chit chat because we have a lot to talk about. But honestly, when I first planned this video, I was going to talk about something totally different, and I had like a life-changing thing. I'm so freaking dramatic, but anyways, I don't even know. I think it's like week 9 of this semester, end of week 9, so basically week 10. I'm just gonna start. I'm just already started. I'm filling in my eyebrows. Today's look is gonna be the only look I know how to do. Natural glowy makeup. I don't know. I'm like I have already said, I'm not like a makeup guru or anything. It's not a tutorial. But here we have it. Chit chat get ready with me. So basically this whole week I felt like I was going through a life crisis. I still kind of feel like I'm going through like some sort of life. Now, I wouldn't say crisis, that's kind of dramatic, but, and not even midlife. Like, I'm only 22. I'm 22 years old. But I'm having kind of like, I feel like I'm at a road. Like, as in, I don't know what I want to do. Now, I don't want to say my whole life, but for a long time, I always knew I was going to law school. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror. I always knew I was going to law school. People ask, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a lawyer, I want to go to law school, and I would just shut them up. First of all, we need to normalize people not asking what you want to do and why. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm being like anti, but why does everyone, like, I just know when I was in high school, I hated when people would always ask me, well, what school do you want to go to, or what do you want to major in? Like, I get it, maybe it's a conversation starter, but what if people don't have that figured out? They don't want to talk about it. Like, it can like trigger some anxiety. But anyway, now, of course, the question is, oh, what are you interested in? What type of law do you want to do? What practice area do you want to do? What do you want to do? You know, like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, pause. I'm just trying to make it to Friday, okay? I don't know exactly what I want to do. And so I was like facing that, you know, I was just thinking about that actually. Like, I was really thinking about that. Like, what do I want to do? And still don't know, but at least I started thinking about it. But I just wanted to say that I know I'm not alone. I feel like that because I talk to my friends all the time about stuff like this. But I just think that, like, maybe I really I would say it's like American society, but I feel like in Europe it's even worse because you have to, like, they choose their majors, or like they choose like their area of study very young. Like I know sometimes like from as early as high school you already know if you want to be a doctor, if you want to go into fashion, if you want to do whatever, because their I think they call high school college. I don't remember too much, but like deciding what you want to do for the rest of your life so young, and you know, people don't know. And you know, I really think I'm gonna be one of those people that probably changes my, like, does a drastic career change. Maybe not, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be, but I just don't want to make any decision too permanent now. And I feel like people make it seem like once you make one decision you got to stay there, and it kind of freaks me out. Okay, let me wet my. So yeah, let me know if anyone else feels this way, if you just feel like pressure to figure your life out, because you're not alone. I'm also kind of just like, okay, dang, like I got to law school, everyone's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, I want to go to law school, I'm gonna go to law school. I'm in law school, and now I don't know what the heck I want to do. Really don't know. And it seems like everyone else knows, and I'm like, goodness, I don't. So whatever, I'm just gonna live with that. Hopefully I think I'm gonna figure it out sooner than later, or I'm just gonna realize that I'm not making a lifelong, you know, commitment. Like I'm just gonna do what I want to do in the moment, and we'll figure it out from there. Because it really can't be that deep. Like that's part of the reason I like, you know, I wanted to go into law, because I knew it was just such a versatile, you know, you could do a lot with it. So yeah, I think my eyebrows look actually horrible. What is this, girl? I know I'm fixing this. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next topic. No, but yeah, okay, actually no, still on that topic. I just think that life just needs to take a pause. Life has been moving way too fast. Like, ugh, I just need a pause. I wish I had that remote control from Click. I think that's the movie. Okay, I'm giving up on these eyebrows. I'm giving up. I'm like that girl. I wish I was both-handed. This is just actually terrible. Okay, I'm gonna pause the camera right now. Next topic. Enough about me complaining about not knowing what to do, because yeah. Prioritizing mental health in law school. That was a topic. I am gonna put this disclaimer out there. Of course, clearly I'm not a professional, and I really do not even have my mental health. I would say I don't have, like, you know, the full grasp on your mental health, but I think, you know, no one is perfect, so we'll just go there. But I think it's definitely important to prioritize your mental health in law school. A lot of this stuff is probably like a mental game. You know, you're in this long, you're in this long marathon type of academic situation. You're dealing with a lot of comparison. Literally, it's kind of like your success is based on how other people do, or your academic mark is based on how the other people do. Like that in itself is just such a mind game. And yeah, you're dealing with a lot of just outside stuff. I mean, I can't even imagine how it was in person. We're online, so we're not getting all that. Who knows if it was probably crazier in person. I don't know, but that all goes to say, just remember that you are the most important thing. Prioritize your mental health. It can be a time when, like, you know, you just feel like you want to put that on the back burner. Like you want to focus on that reading that you have to do, or, you know, that studying that you want to do, and you are just like, oh my god, I probably don't have time to, like, do something fun or something for me. But I think it should be, you know, don't do that. Like, just know, like, in the long run, like, it's you. Like, you're doing all this for you. And prioritize your mental health at the end of the day. Like, it's really, you kind of have to make yourself realize, and I have to remind myself this too, that this is not the whole thing. Like, life is way bigger. Life is way bigger than law school, way bigger than that class you got. Like, I had to remind myself that, and I'm glad I have friends that aren't in law school that keep me grounded and keep me being like, girl, don't even stress. Like, what? I'm probably not even gonna remember these professors' names. Like, come on now. So I just have to remind myself stuff like that, and to, you know, just remind myself that it's not all about school all the time. Like, I need to, you know, because your mental health is important. It's important, especially in these times when a lot of people are, you know, really struggling because we're in a pandemic and we have all this stuff going on. Like, it's hard. So, you know, definitely I'll see if I can find some resources for you all, because I'm not the professional I'm not a professional, but I am very 100% an advocate for people to, you know, talk to someone, you know, speak to someone, speak to a therapist, whatever you need. I think that helps. I practice yoga. I think for me, my mental health, I need to just stay active, and but also remembering to rest. I always see those posts and I love them. That's like, rest is still productive. Like, just because you're resting, don't think that's not being productive. Like, you need that. And I, you know, shoot, I prioritize my rest. I'm not about to lose too much sleep over this stuff all the time, so that's good. But it's hard. It's really hard to find a balance, and I honestly feel like it's only going to get worse because we're just in law school now. Imagine when we're actually, like, you know, working those crazy hours for a job or for a real client. Like, this is just like, if I don't do it, I just come to class and I'm a little lost. But in the future, it's going to be, if you don't do it, you probably won't come to court and look unprepared. So I don't know, it's probably going to be different. We'll probably get a better handle on it. But, and honestly, this is way better than law school. You don't even have to go to law school to think about this. Like, whatever field you're in, whatever position in your life, I think you should prioritize your mental health, because it's way more important than you think. Like, how you feel and your outlook on, you know, like, all that, bro. It's the brain, like, that controls everything. Like, don't throw that away. So I think people should prioritize mental health in law school. It's kind of hard for them to do that. I mean, we have like programs at my school for stuff like that, but I don't like you know, programs just talking about mental health all the time. Some people, it's good, it's a good outlet for them. It kind of stresses me out. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely am a proponent for prioritizing mental health, not only law school, but in life, girl, in life. Okay, someone else asked about wearing your natural hair for interviewing for jobs. I wore my natural hair. I didn't wear it in a wash and go style. I did a braid out, but that's just because my hair is damaged. If I had like my actual curls, I think I probably would have worn them. But not gonna lie, I was considering straightening my hair, but the process just, like, interviewing, you can't really plan for that too much. Like, it really comes random. Like, it's not like, okay, on such and such date at such and such time you're gonna get an interview. Like, one of them, well, I didn't do that many, but one of them literally got notified the day before, so I didn't have, like, if I wanted to, I wouldn't have time. So I think, you know, I really don't think it's like, oh, natural hair versus straight hair for interviews. I think you should go in the interview feeling your most confident self. You don't want your looks to be anything. That should not even be the most important, you know? Just go in however you're gonna be most confident and least distracted. I know me, I sometimes struggle. I hope I wasn't doing this in an interview, like touching my hair, playing with my hair. Like, I've done that too. But I think, you know, go into the interview where you're most confident, you know? So if that's you with your natural hair, then go in with your natural hair. If that's you with your hair in a certain style, go in with that certain style. You want to be your most confident so you can be calm. I got powder in my braid. Okay, how to attract, like, people of your, like, on a similar mission, on a similar path as you. I'm really curious to read more about this, because I don't know. But my whole life I have just been attracting people that are on the same mission as me. Like, even in college, for some reason, my whole friend group, we were all, except for like 2 or 3 of us, we're a big friend group, but poli-sci. Everyone was poli-sci pre-law initially. Initially, everyone was poli-sci and pre-law, and then, like, it turned out to only be, like, really, in my immediate friend group, out of all of us, only me who decided to still do law, and then another person in my friend group too. So I'd say like 2 of us really did follow through with law school, at least straight out of undergrad. But I think that I don't really look at life like that. I don't really look at life like, oh, I want to attract people on the same path as me. It kind of just happens. And I think it will, because when you start doing things, like, you're gonna just be around the same similar circle of people. Like, you know, even just me going to Howard Law School, I'm now around people who go to you know, Howard Medical School, Howard Dental School. Like, that's just kind of how it works. You know, I'm also kind of a social person, so that's probably why. But you kind of just start being in these circles of people that's all kind of similar. Just, you know, Black people out here trying to get another degree and trying to take it a little further than what they did before, which is cool. But yeah, so I don't really know how you can do that intentionally. I would say, you know, go to mixers, try to meet people. Don't be shy. put yourself out there. But I'm trying to I really don't be doing that myself, so maybe I should not give you all that advice. It just kind of happened naturally for me though. I think it happens naturally. Like for example, all my friends being poli-sci, well of course, because we're all in the same classes. Or just most people I think at UCLA are political science or like some sort of major like that. So maybe that's how it worked out. I don't know. But I think it's really good though to have people around you that are like, I wouldn't say you have to be like-minded, but if you know, if I had no other friends in law school and it was just me and no one else could relate to me, I don't think I would be doing well. Because you need someone to vent to about this who can understand you, or just someone to also help you be held accountable. Like if I'm like, oh, I want to do something, and they're like, no girl, like we need to be working on X, Y, and Z. So I think it really can help you. And you know, it can possibly be a networking thing too. Like you never know what's going to happen in life. I may need some help, or someone else may need some help from me. But I think the more people you know, the better, you know. So you'll be fine. But I don't think like, I feel like it shouldn't be, don't put too much pressure on that, because it's gonna happen. Like it's just going to happen, especially if you go to a school, like, you know, it's gonna happen. I don't put too much pressure on that. Okay, apartment hunting in the DMV area. I don't know why I get asked this question so much. Apartment hunting in the DMV area. I don't think it's hard to find an apartment in the DMV, but maybe because I just got lucky when I found this place. I think, you know, wherever you're coming from, just know DC is up there with the cost of living. It ain't cheap here. So most people, if you want to live here, they'll like commute from a suburb of Maryland or Virginia. Or they'll try to live as far away from downtown DC as possible, because it is crazy expensive here. Please don't let me look crazy. I feel like I look crazy. Whatever. So yeah, it's expensive, but you can go different routes. I kind of just went on apartments.com. I just went on apartments.com, searched the neighborhood I wanted to live in, and found my apartment that way. There's also GroupMe. There's like a DMV housing GroupMe, Facebook Marketplace. All that is good stuff. If you're looking for about a budget, DC is expensive, y'all. DC is expensive, so that's what I'm gonna say. But I don't think you need to, like, if you're looking for like, I didn't start looking for an apartment, let's see, school started in August. I started looking for an apartment I think in like May, and I moved in July. And like, because you know, they want people to, who are going to buy the apartment like next week. Like, so even if you want to buy, you can probably look for an apartment mid-June and figure that stuff out. You know, like, don't start looking too early, because they're going to sell it to someone else who can buy it right then and there. Right then and there. I don't know what they're doing now. Maybe you can hold it, but for me, because I wanted to start looking earlier than what I did, but they were like, no, like, that's too early. Because you don't know if someone else could beat you to the punch, and they want that money right away. They want that money right away. So yeah. Did Howard help you find / suggest a place to live on your own? And did they help with that? Depends on what you want to call help. They definitely told us in one of those Zoom meetings, community meetings that we had, places that I don't know if they have like I really don't know. Probably should never talk about this because I'm not educated on this, but I feel like from my memory they told us a building that most people live in, or like they have like a relationship with the building, but none of those buildings, I don't think any of those buildings were in DC, and I was like, no, I have to live in DC. I have to. I've never had to commute to the city, so I was like, no, I have to live in DC. So I didn't do those buildings, but they do have those, and I think a lot of students like live in similar buildings too. Like, so most people I think live in like Silver Spring area, I think. I don't know if it's all one building, but they do suggest things, so you can go through that. And I think there's graduate housing, which I was considering to do that too, but I just decided against it. Okay, someone asked, is Howard Law rigorous? Yes. Yes, it is very rigorous. It's very hard. I think we get more workload than other schools. I really do. I think they got us doing the most. I don't know. I think it's just some sort of, they want us to be, you know, better prepared. I'll probably appreciate it in the long run. But currently right now, I hate it. Okay, I don't like having to do all this stuff. stressful. And why we gotta do all this and everyone else is not doing this? I don't get it. But actually I do. You know, we gotta be twice as hard. It makes no sense, bro. I'm tired of this. But anywho, I hate my makeup, y'all. I hate it. Ugh. This is not a good makeup day. But we're gonna just have to tie it together because we got things to do. Maybe it's because of my hair, maybe it's my edges. No, this is just ain't it. I'm gonna spray some stuff on my face though, and I think that's gonna help. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm gonna put lashes on because I look that bad. I do still have my pajama shirt on. I got up early and I was actually having a pretty productive morning, y'all. So yeah, Howard, I think Howard is rigorous. I think we take way more classes than the other law schools. But I think it's just, you know, one, the reputation. Howard has a pretty, you know, great reputation for making good lawyers. And, you know, it's sad we live in a society where black people gotta be twice as good to get half. So that's what they're preparing us for, I guess. At least that's how I'm rationing it in my head. Because that's the only way I can make sense out of this. It's the only way. But it's good. People do it though. People do it. I mean, I'm over here doing it somehow. I'm still surviving this. And somehow, some way. Okay. Next question. DC living. I'm not really sure what you want. I mean, living in DC, I mean, I think right now it's very different because DC is, you know, we're in a pandemic, and also DC always has some craziness going on. Like, what is with all these crazy people coming to my city and doing these riots? I cannot take it. I cannot take it. It's like, ugh. But it's not really, I mean, a lot of people now are just complaining that DC is dry, and honestly, I can't, you know, if you're not from here, you don't know where to go. I'm sorry, like that's, and we're not even supposed to go nowhere because we're in a pandemic, so y'all just have to wait and get your vaccine and then try to live your best life. Furnishing / decorating your apartment for the low. Let me tell you, do not sleep on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp. That's how you decorate for the low. I got my kitchen table from Craigslist. And I have been selling things on Facebook Marketplace. I actually need to sell my old camera. I need to put that on my to-do list for this week. But yeah, honestly, just getting things secondhand, and not even just for the low, but also to be, you know, better for the environment. Like, we don't need to be buying new furniture. Okay, it's fine. I got my house from oh my god. I got my couch from Facebook Marketplace, and it's great. So yeah, I think that's how you can do it for the low. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. There's also a group chat, a DMV like furnishing group chat. So that's what you gotta do. Okay, my hair, okay, I kind of look a little better. What do y'all think? I think I maybe just need more contour because my face is looking very round. Very, not round, but just not enough, you know? Okay. So yeah, that's how you can furnish and deck your apartment for the low. I've heard also thrift stores, but I have not had good luck on thrift stores lately. Oh, my nose. I have not had good luck in thrift stores lately, so I've been doing Facebook Marketplace. And of course, you know, sanitizing everything down. Y'all, one day I will tell you all this crazy story about how I had to get this table from Craigslist. And this man was so creepy. I thought I was gonna get kidnapped. Like, it was just terrible. But that's a long ass story. Okay, people want to know how it is like going to Howard, dating in law school. We'll do a whole separate video for that. Okay, it's currently Friday, 9:14 in the morning. My first thing, the class today was canceled. Thank you, Jesus. We had I don't know, my school has like convocations. I really don't even know what they do with them. All I know is when that happens, class is canceled. That's all I need to know. So yep, I'm happy about the convocation. Yeah, I just think my under eye is just not bright enough, so I'm gonna add more concealer there. Yeah, anyways, like a quick update for what's going on with me is, and yes, I'm redoing my concealer. Quick update, I'm still working on this motion brief, and I think I need an extension. I always feel like I need an extension, y'all. Honestly, college me and law school me is very different. In college, I don't think I ever turned anything in on time. I stayed asking for an extension, and honestly, me in high school too. Like, I was always asking for an extension. What's the worst they can say is no. In law school, I don't know, I'm too scared to be asking people stuff like that. Like, I'm scared. I'm sure people will probably still be asking for extensions, but I'd be scared. Like, the professors will literally say no. I think I asked, one time I asked for additional words from my dad. I got the reply no, probably within 10 minutes. Like, it was, nope. I mean, that's not what they said verbatim, but we're gonna paraphrase that basically the answer was no. Which, you know, I guess it's good to get used to this stuff, but dang. I just don't think I have enough time because we have so much due. Like, I mean, spring break, we're, oh gosh, after next week, next week is the last week, and then we have a week of spring break. Now, a part of me is like, oh my gosh, spring break, I'm so excited. But knowing these professors, they're probably gonna assign us something crazy. I'm really hoping they don't though. I'm really hoping it's just time we can just catch up. But let me be realistic. Ain't no such thing as a break. Even winter break, we had stuff to do. Well, I mean, you know, I was working on job things. Y'all, this makeup stuff is hard. I can't. I'm trying to like carve my face. I think I just literally put too much on because I'm literally seeing I'm seeing stuff I don't want to be seeing. Okay, but yeah, so today, yeah, basically, yeah, I've been working on that freaking motion brief. Trying to work on it. And I've also, you know, study. I study like a freaking lunatic. That's the story of my life. But anyways, even though I have all that to do, I'm still gonna have fun. It's Friday. You know what that means? Happy hour. Or just need to go to a restaurant. I need to just let the week go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to hang out with my friends and do things you do on a Friday, okay? Because even though I definitely probably could be working on something else, that's the thing, like, you just gotta cut it out. You just gotta be like, okay, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Am I gonna remember typing that brief? No. Am I gonna remember whatever fun we have? Yes. And even if I don't, I'd rather have fun, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to wake up super early. I have a really busy day on Saturday. A really busy day, but I have a busy day every day. Oh God. And I'm considering getting eyelash extensions, but y'all know in the last video I was saying that I don't know if I actually want them, and I actually still don't know what I'm gonna do about that. For spring break, I don't know if I want eyelash extensions because they look good. Like, they look good in pictures, but I just know when you are like doing like stuff with eyelash extensions on, I like to rub my eye. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna just have strip lashes maybe. Okay, so yeah, I'm just very excited to try this bodysuit. Everyone has been going crazy about these bodysuits, so I had to get them. It's like a full body. Y'all will see in the outfit portion. I have not tried it on yet, and everyone has seriously been hyping these up, so let's see if they lie. Let's see. I think it'll be good though. I felt the material, and the material feels like legit, so. And I think it'll be good because, you know, when you're picking out an outfit, at least me, I be lazy. Like, at least bodysuit, I don't have to think about the top and the pants. It's just one thing. And I am getting cute this early. The first thing I have to do today is an office hours with my crim professor, who hopefully is helpful. Wouldn't say I'm lost in the class, but he just moves really fast, so I just need to make sure that I ain't missing nothing. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Which I probably not, but we'll see. Okay, you know what, I'm starting to think that it's this camera, because in the mirror I look cute. Okay, I look cute in the mirror, but when I look here I look a little weird. Okay, this is the final look. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm gonna do a full I'll just show you all this bodysuit that I was talking about because I think this outfit is super cute. It's actually giving body. So yeah, it's really like this. I just had this pulled up because, you know, I didn't want to start too much cleavage, but my scent of the day is gonna be the Dossier Fruity Jasmine. It smells great. I am probably going to change out of this for now because, like I said, my day is just starting and I have like school stuff to do, but later on in the night I'll slip this back on and do that. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and comment video suggestions below. Thank you so much again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Uh-oh, the game in trouble. Started out small, now they paying me double. Yeah, you can drip, chip, baby, like mustard. Yeah.